With me now, I've got Richard Farnan, who's one of the coaches for the professional boys. So, Richard, I mean, training the boys and being able to see behind the scenes, is there any particular boxer that actually catches your eye and who you predict is going to do very well at the show?
Well, obviously, Kelvin.
Yeah.
Going back to how Kelvin has boxed previously, very successfully, keeping it at range. You know, we've got a game plan that we're sticking to, we're already working on now, and the signs of improvement are already there.
Yeah.
And it's really exciting. You know, don't blink on this one. You know, Kelvin's going to have a game plan, he's going to stick to it, going to see a completely rejuvenated boxer, and we're going to see him forward. Got another young lad that's making his debut on this one. He's only 19 years old, Joe Beeden.
Yeah.
Joe's come to me, he's got a great amateur record, he's a very strong lightweight, you know, he's massive for his size, he's very heavy-handed, so all we're working on at the minute is speed him right up and get those timing in on the shots. And I think Joe's one to watch, to be honest.
So
with you.
we got Calvin Young and Joe Beeden, so have a good look at them.
100%. Another couple of boxers from the club that I really rate them all, but what really stand out for me is Dazza Usher and also Todd Roberts. I think both of them are cracking boxers. They're very fast, very skillful, technical. They're both starting to punch with power now. And I think these two guys are, again, guys you've got to watch for the future coming forward because they are great prospects. You know, the gym's alive, it's buzzing, we've got a lot going on.
Well, I mean, on that note, on the gym, like you just said, I mean, with your training regimes, do you stick to a training regime for everyone, or is it very individual for each boxer?
My way of coaching, I just concentrate on Kelvin and Joe. Two completely different boxers with two completely different styles. So I've got training programs to suit each boxer. You can't have one single training program. You have to go with it, work on that particular boxer's strength as well as his weakness. You know, but let's not try and confuse things. Let's work with those strengths, work on the weaknesses, so that we don't make mistakes, we don't get caught with shots, and vice versa. Exactly the same with with Kelvin, very tall boxer for his size. We know what we need to do. With Joe, he's actually quite short for his weight category, but he's like a stocky little bull.
Yeah.
You know, Mike Tyson couldn't stand there and trade a jab with someone like Jose Reboldo. You know, too short.
5'10".
5'10", Rebolt's 6'7", 6'8", I think it was. So again, he had to get in low and work underneath the jab and then explode into it. You know, little Joe's going to come across some boxers the same that are going to be very tall for the weight. You know, 135. Again, we'll work on that lateral movement, the slipping of the shots, and working to get underneath that jab and get in, and then we explode on it. With Kelv, it's a little bit different. He's very tall for his weight. Kelv will be on the polar opposite, where he's nice and tall, so keep it at
Can
range.
afford that range.
Absolutely. And then, you know, when you've got a shorter fighter coming in towards you, we've got something to nullify the attack.
It's brilliant. I mean, I know at the moment we're not 100% sure of each opponent.
No.
But it's a general sort of look, being with the boxers. Is there any one of those fighters individually you expect and who could quite possibly see a knockout? Knocking somebody out?
I would probably look at Todd Dazza maybe.
Todd Dazza, yeah.
I'm not going to put any pressure by saying anything for Kelvin or Joe. I know what Kelvin and Joe have got to do. They'll do what they do. But I would say, you know, you could look at certainly the way I've seen Dazza spar this week.
Yeah.
You know, Dazza's got everything. The speed is coming in, the time is coming in. You could look at him causing some damage, to be fair, and his power's coming on. And Todd's last outing, he looked fantastic. His boxing was absolutely fantastic. I think he held himself back a little bit as well, so I think there's a lot more to come. So,
well, you've given us some excellent news and an excellent insight into what's happening behind the scenes there, Richard. Thank you very much for your time.
And before we go, just want to expose something on this little professional outfit. Look at that. There's the microphone. I like the style. No, you're not.